I keep seeing this idea that MSRP is gonna come back in the very near future, according to some people over in the Poke vesting space. I'm not sure where they're getting the idea that MSRP is coming back. Frankly, MSRP is kind of a silly subject, honestly. In general, MSRP is just a metric where we believe this is the right price for something, but market price tends to be a better indicator of that. Obviously, when scalpers are not involved, which we do have an issue of right now. But the more I keep seeing this MSRPs around the corner, that means you believe, in my opinion, that Pokemon's demand is about to collapse. Either that or you believe that there's going to be so much supply that scalpers cannot buy it up, and Pokemon or all the players and the enjoyers of Pokemon could just open unlimited product. I just don't see that being the case. It seems kind of impossible. We are cooling down, obviously, and prices have gone more reasonable, and I'm super happy to see it. I really don't think we're going to just cool all the way down to the market price collapsing down to what MSRP is supposed to be. On top of that, we would also get the people who would literally go, why would we go with MSRP price? MSRP is higher than market price, or it's lower than market price, or whatever you may want to argue. In general, the consumer just wants the best price humanly possible. I don't blame you guys. I don't blame anyone who wants the best price humanly possible. And that's more or less based on the very, very simple idea of supply versus demand. When demand is so high, and Pokemon's demand is definitely higher than normal, it is not just purely a scalpers are taking everything. This is a very difficult situation where demand is on the rise while scalpers take everything, while Pokemon doesn't make enough product. So the scalpers obviously get to win because the demand is just so high, and if the demand wasn't high, then the scalpers wouldn't want it. And so with 30th anniversary around the corner, I really don't think I would be honest with you guys if I said MSRP is around the corner. I really think we are a ways away for the demand to actually go down in Pokemon to that extent. Honestly, I don't think MSRP might even come back. I might believe that the demand will maintain a certain level that stays above MSRP, and that's just kind of where we're at. Now, obviously, I run a Pokemon business. It does help me in some ways for market price to be up, but in all honesty, it really doesn't. Because for me, the easiest thing to do is have a margin and just maintain that margin. So if it's $100 and I buy it for $85, cool, I make $15. If it's $200 and I freaking buy it for what? That would be 70. Cool, 70, the same percentage. Sure, I make a little more, or not 70. Sorry, 170. 170. Sorry. Like, sure, I maintain and I make a little bit more money, but I also put more money out. And if the collapse happens, then I have so much more risk. If it's at 200, or specifically a Japanese booster box as my example, that's where I'm getting kind of beat up on Inferno X, but whole other topic, and that's perfectly okay, obviously. Yeah. In general, your LGS, everyone doesn't really mind where the market settles, but for the most part, they want to maintain their margin, and that's going to be the same for me. I will keep selling at market price, ideally. The only exception would be if I'm going to just lose money, because otherwise I might as well just delist and not lose my money. That's why Inferno X is at an exorbitant price for me. So I apologize for that, obviously, but the plan is to slowly buy more and slower that price. But that's a whole other topic. But back to the topic at hand. I think you guys just have to ask yourself, do you believe Pokemon's demand is going down? If you believe that we're going to torpedo all the way to where MSRP was last desired or last happened, and we're going to get to that level of demand with 30th anniversary going on, then sure. Hold out and pray for MSRP to return. Otherwise, I just hope you guys find some good people to work with, some honest people who do their best to give you the best price they can. I personally don't have English product. I personally don't really partake fully in this. I might buy a booster box or so, keep it for the time being, and that's about it. And I really don't think me buying a booster box is the difference of everyone in the world having their market price fluctuate to the moon or collapse to the ground. I just, I don't know. It's a really hard situation. Obviously, you could also say, will Pokemon, knowing how hyped everything is, will they ramp up production? Do you believe that they've already ramped up production and that they're getting ready for something big? I don't know. Do you believe that if they were ready for something big, that they didn't have the foresight to know that the fans would want something big, or would also want this big thing, and that the scalpers aren't ready to just buy all of it? I don't know. I guess that's the difficult part of this, right? And that's the kind of the prediction you guys have to make with me. I'm giving you my personal one. I think we have the demand teeter-totter more or less, but probably stay very high for the whole year, if not go even higher. Oh god, when does booster boxes make it to then? I mean, obviously for me, I'm gonna hold the box, so it doesn't really matter. I'll look at it in like 5-10 years. But for you guys, I really hope things come a reasonable price for you and you don't just get paying such an exorbitant price. Hopefully this video finds some sort of assistance to some people. I'm not sure, but I wanted to make you guys something that maybe gave you guys a thought exercise or maybe helped you guys determine how you think this next year for Pokemon's gonna go. So you can decide if you want to join the train, spend whatever it is on release day before it goes up, or not. That's obviously, to me, I think that's what's going to happen for this year. And if you're planning to rip and just enjoy the product, I think that's the best way to do it. Hopefully you can find an LGS that literally gets product and just rips the wrap right off of it, in your case, in fact, because honestly, that's probably the best thing. It'll deter a lot of scalpers at that point and help the players get a lot of things, which I'd be happy with, since I'm sure scalpers then would lose quite a bit of availability and things could kind of work out in that way. I don't think many LGSs would do that, because if magically their product doesn't sell, then they're stuck with these loose boxes that are just no cellophane wrapped, and that would suck. Although I guess they could just leave it cellophane wrapped till it's purchased. I don't know. There's a lot of ways you could go about this. I would kind of petition the stores to do quite a bit more of this, especially LGSs, where they should be catering to their player base. Big box stores, I get it. They can't really do it. Sure, whatever. Like, big boxes don't really carry it, or they just want your money and tell you to get the hell out. But anyways, if you guys want to discuss anything further, want to discuss product further, feel free to let me know. This video is from UncleSteve'sCardShop.com, where we sell Japanese products. I try to stay pretty close to market prices, and if you guys were willing to support me at all, I would appreciate it if you guys decide to buy any product. Or if you're interested in any product, feel free to just contact me on Instagram, and I can probably get a hold of it for you. Alright. Have a good day, everyone. Peace out.